Hi guys, my name is Nick and this is Nick Creation Channel. So ang topic natin ngayon is about Polygon Network. Marami tayong naririnig about this. And since meron tayong isang game na tinitingnan na will use this Polygon Network, it's about time din na mag-create ng content about it. So medyo marami tayong mga areas na titingnan for Polygon Network. Lalagyan ko na lang to ng chapters sa video para kung merong mga unnecessary topic for you, kasi yung iba dito will be technical, yung iba will be probably something na nagawa nyo na, like setting up ng MetaMask, and you can go directly dun sa information na kailangan nyo. All other links and details ilalagay ko na lang din sa description para meron kayong reference and hindi tayo maligaw dun sa mga tamang information na kailangan natin. Alright, so simulan na natin yung topic natin. So yung topic lang natin is about Polygon Network. So we're hearing a lot about Polygon, especially dun sa mga games like Dragonary and all other games, kasi they are promoting it as something na mababa lang yung fees. And then we're also hearing about Matic, and of course siguro curious tayo ano ba yung relation nun. Kasi halimbawa kung nasa BSC ka, Binance, BNB, kung nasa Ethereum network ka, that's ETH. And now we have Polygon, pero yung token natin is Matic. So makita natin dito sa screen na Matic, this is a native token of Polygon, and it is an ERC20 token running in Ethereum blockchain. So the tokens are used for payment services on Polygon and as a settlement currency between users who operate within the Polygon ecosystem. So this is a game changer for Ethereum dahil through this, parang in a form of siguro parang like sidechain. So ito yung makakatulong para makapag-scale pa yung Ethereum, especially yung challenge natin ngayon sa Ethereum is sobrang taas ng gas fee, di ba? Sa experience natin sa Axie. So kaya naman siya naging Matic and then Polygon. It is because the Polygon company na nag-develop nito is formerly known as Matic Network, and it was launched in October 2017 ng mga taga-India na developers. And usually, and based dun sa research natin, they're also part of the contributors sa Ethereum ecosystem. And based nga rin dun sa mga research natin, starting the beginning of 2021, nga, they call their Matic Network or their company Polygon na yung tawag sa kanila. Okay? So, other things na maganda pag-usapan dito is yung goal din talaga ng Polygon is to address yung mga gas fees which is affecting yung user experience, and then syempre yung throughput, meaning yung mga processing outputs, di ba? So kung limited kasi yon, that's affecting din yung lahat ng mga utilization na kailangan, yung transaction fees, and then no sovereignty. So dahil nga shared yung throughput, and then merong mga clogging risk, and then yung mga tech stack hindi customizable, so it affects the user experience and yung quality ng mga services ng mga existing na blockchains or projects. Kaya nag-come up sila ng platform na yon, and in order to address that, medyo lang technical yung mga topics dito, but we can go directly dun sa mga features na they can offer. Yung nga, ETH compatibility, so compatible siya sa Ethereum. And then yung scalability, so because of the design, they'll be able to expand easily. And yung security as a service, it is part of the feature then coming from the Ethereum or yung mga validators na meron din si Polygon Network. Yung sovereignty, yun nga, dahil mas customizable na yung tech stack, they can expand or they can improve based doon sa mga necessary resources or throughput na kailangan nila. Interoperability, so ito lang naman yung mga integration, yung mga connections with the external system, so they are focusing on that. And then yung user experience, so ito nga yung syempre, if you have better features, then you improve the experience of the people, especially yung gas fee. So sobrang parang almost zero din talaga yung gas fee, yun yung aim nitong platform na to. Developer experience, hindi naman tayo developer in this area, pero well, nakikita naman natin na sabi nila this is developer built for developers, and siguro this is pertaining dun sa mga gumagawa ng mga projects that will integrate with Polygon. And then lastly is modularity, so high customizability, extensibility, and upgradability, and short time to market. So kung meron mga changes na kailangan gawin, kung decoupled man yung mga architecture na ginawa nila and customizable yung tech stack, so kaya nilang mag-adjust based dun sa needs ng community. And ayun, kung pumunta kayo dito sa website nila, Polygon.technology, makikita nyo rin naman dito yung mga involved na mga developers for this one. So touch lang natin to quickly. So yun nga, what's good with the architecture ng Polygon, it touches yung Ethereum layer and security layer, and then this is the Polygon networks layer, and then the execution layer. Ibig sabihin lang nito, lahat ng mga functions na available on different layers, they'll be able to apply it dun sa kung ano man yung mga, let's say, decentralized applications na magko-connect dito sa platform na to. And based din dun sa mga na-research natin, when they are choosing yung mga platforms like mga BSC or other networks, marami ring mga considerations, like sometimes or for example, types of services or applications na kailangan gawin, kunyari mga marketplace or something related to game consoles. So kailangan nilang i-balance yung mga different features. But as you can see here, si Polygon, kaya niya na i-cover halos lahat ng mga features na kailangan. So that's how scalable or flexible yung platform na nagawa nila. So going to the Matic token, so it is an ERC20 token that is used to power Polygon to gateway to a multi-chain Ethereum. And yung purpose ng Matic, this is something that can be used for securing the network via staking. Alam niyo naman kung ano yung effect din ng staking. And then this is being used for the payment of transaction fees. And yun nga, this is like BSC, you have BNB, sa Ethereum mainnet, you have the Ethereum, and so dito naman sa Matic mainnet or Polygon network, we have Matic as its main token. So para makakuha tayo nito, you can use, I think yung familiar dito sa mga exchanges na to, sa decentralized exchanges, is Uniswap, or you can also get Matic tokens from Binance. So mamaya i-try natin yan, i-check natin kung makakapag-transfer tayo ng tokens, or check lang natin kung meron ba dong network ng Matic. And then also i-guide ko kayo how to set up yung MetaMask wallet natin na merong Matic mainnet network. Okay? So they envision an open, borderless world, a world in which people and machines collaborate and exchange value globally and freely without gatekeepers or intermediaries, a world in which communities thrive unconstrained by artificial borders and archaic regulations. Well, guys, alam niyo naman dun sa crypto or sa blockchains, this is like online banks na mine-maintain or bina-validate ng mga different networks. And I think this is related dun sa golden nila, di ba? Kasi yung challenge lang naman is, kaya dati kino-question din nila yung crypto is parang how they will trust the system, gaano ba yun kaposible, what if may mandaya internally, unlike dun sa mga bangko na existing. Syempre meron na yung mga standards, meron na yung mga processes, but for this one, of course, by using the technology, they know how to do all of the functions. Like for example, if you want to do yung different functions like staking, validation, proof generation, validator management, ordering, transaction collation. So possible na siya dito sa mga ganitong platforms. Okay? Alright, so let's move on dun sa ibang topics natin. So papakita ko lang how to set up yung MetaMask. Kung tingin nyo this is something na nagawa nyo na before, so you can just move to a different chapter of this video. Okay guys, so nandito tayo sa second half ng video natin. So I will show you how to set up yung MetaMask. You can skip it kung nagawa mo na. Again, refer lang dun sa chapters ng video na to, so that you can see kung ano yung topic na hindi ka pa okay. So sa MetaMask, punta lang tayo sa metamask.io and then click download now. And automatically, pipiliin niya kung ano yung browser na gamit mo. In this case, Chrome yung gamit natin. So, install lang natin for Chrome. And then, add natin yung extension. And, while waiting, so mapupunta tayo dito sa website nung MetaMask, get started, and then create wallet tayo. Import wallet kung meron naman tayong na-create na before. So in my case, ang ginagamit ko kasi mga hardware wallet. So kahit na mag-create ako ng bagong wallet, pwede ko pa rin ma-access yung mga hardware wallet ko doon. So in this case, I will create a new wallet and then click no thanks. And then lagay lang natin dito yung nominated na password natin. So guys, itong ginagawa natin na account is temporary lang, hindi ko to gagamitin for good. So para mapakita ko yung full process ng hindi bine-blur yung mga information. So dito, click lang natin yung next kung gusto mong makita yung overview ng MetaMask. You can watch that 1-minute video. So click next lang. And then ito na yung seed phrase natin. Again, ito yung laging sinasabi na wag natin i-share. Kasi sa oras na ma-access to ng mga hacker, pwede na nilang ma-retrieve yung wallet mo. Especially kung wala kang hardware wallet. Ma-access na nila yung wallet mo. And pwede na nilang ma-transfer yung mga tokens natin. So for this video, I will reveal the words. So gagawin nyo lang dito is isulat nyo to sa papel guys. Huwag nyo tong isi-save to any digital copies sa notepad, sa email, or sa computer, sa cellphone. Kasi meron pa ring way, yung mga malware, Trojan virus, or phishing sites, pwede nilang ma-access yan eh. But for now, save natin sa notepad, pero hindi ko naman gagamitin tong wallet na to. So once na na-capture nyo na yan sa pen and paper, click next, and then lagay lang natin tong mga to in chronological order. So click lang natin siya. So lipat ko lang sa isang monitor ko, vacuum 0. So confirm. And then after nyo yung malagay, click all done and meron ka ng MetaMask wallet. So kapag nandito ka na sa MetaMask wallet, you can now add yung Ethereum, yung Polygon network, kasi wala siya dito as default. Pati yung BSC wala rin dito kung meron kayong mga transactions sa network na yon. So in order to do that, balikan lang natin yung pinakita ko na configuration. So ito yung Matic developer documentations. Meron din naman kayong makikita online na itong Block Explorer niya is polygonscan.com, which is same naman nung nakalagay dito. So even if you put it here, dito siya mapupunta, polygonscan.com. So optional din naman siya, so might as well gamitin na lang natin yung nandito. Okay, so punta lang tayo dito, and then settings, and then networks, tapos add network tayo. So in this case, lagay natin dito yung Polygon network natin. So tama naman, no? So always review and double check kung okay yung mga nalagay natin. Yeah, so in that case, meron na tayong Polygon mainnet network. Sa iba, pinapangalanan nila na Matic mainnet. So dinaanan naman natin yung history sa first part. So dapat gets nyo na yun. And yung network name, I think di naman to as in standard, or like pwede naman siyang baguhin. Paano natin matatandaan yung network? So given na na-setup na natin, so meron nga tayong isang account. When you want to put additional account, so dito lang, click add lang, create account. And if you want to use yung hardware wallet, so click lang natin to, and then follow na natin yung instruction doon. Yung next step lang naman nun is pipili ka kung Trezor or Ledger. In my case, hardware wallet na rin yung ginagamit ko. So dito naman sa upper right, you can click yung puzzle piece, and then click yung pin para makita natin yung MetaMask dito. So when you click MetaMask, so lalabas na siya dito. Minsan naglolo ko siya eh. Okay, so ito na yung MetaMask natin. And kung meron din mga questions, gusto nila sa mobile set up to, well, ganun din naman yung process, guys. Kailangan mo lang gumamit ng Kiwi browser or Yandex. Pero may mga rumors na hindi daw safe sa Kiwi eh. So try natin yung Yandex na browser. So yun nga, no, guys, meron na siya ditong Matic token. Pero what I have discovered is baka hindi ito yung mismong updated na token address. Kasi when we go to the CoinMarketCap, meron siyang nilalabas talaga na token na may logo. So ito siya. And even when you go to CoinGecko.com and search for the Matic token, Polygon Matic. So ngayon, yung price niya 65 pesos pa lang. But kung makita nyo, upward trend kasi pretty new. And kung i-compare nyo BSC, BNB, di ba? Ethereum, ETH. So yun din naman yung mga main token na tumataas ngayon. Even when you think about sa Ronin, di ba? Yung AXS tumataas din. Although hindi ko naman sinasabi na yun yung niya, yung token for fees. Well, na-discuss naman natin na Matic is for fees nung natin, Polygon Network. So kunin lang din natin dito yung MetaMask na address for this token, and kapag in-add natin yan dito, it is already added kasi na-check ko na yan kanina. This is the same with CoinMarket. So para malaman natin kung ano ba yung tamang Matic token dyan, which is wherein obvious naman siguro, baka ito na yon, di ba? So pwede natin siyang i-test by going to your Binance account and then withdraw kung meron ka na, kasi pwede mo naman siyang bilhin dito sa Binance. And then ita-transfer lang natin siya dun sa address. Sa akin kasi nag-whitelist ako para sure. So let's say yan na lang yung address label natin. And then Matic. So bawal pala masyadong marami. And then lagay natin dito yung wallet address natin. So ito lang naman yun, kung ano yung nandyan sa account 1 mo or kung ano yung preferred mo. And then click network. So meron na ditong Matic network. Actually pwede nga rin yung Ethereum network. Yun yung kagandahan niya, parang applicable siya in other networks din. So i-click lang natin yung Matic and then select lang natin yung wallet address. So lagay natin MetaMask, yan yung pinaka source natin. And then whitelist natin siya. So that's it. We assume na kapag nag-transfer na tayo, eto ano ko lang to, security ko lang para fully ma-add ko yung address na yon. Pero hindi na natin papakita yon. So assuming na na-set na natin yon, yung address, so mata-transfer na dapat dito yung Matic tokens natin, whichever token siya mag-show up. Well, pwede mo rin siyang i-transfer doon sa Ethereum kasi nakita naman natin doon. And then I've seen something like going to their website, use Polygon wallet, and then what we can do here is to connect yung MetaMask, and then next confirm, connect, and then sign. So wait lang natin. So by doing that, makikita na natin yung account natin dito sa Polygon mainnet. And you can start moving, for example, Ethereum papunta dun sa Polygon kung meron tayong Ethereum dun sa ano natin, sa wallet natin. Or either way, pwede rin natin gawin kung meron tayong token from Polygon network, pwede din natin siyang i-transfer to Ethereum. Parang ito yung magiging bridge niya. So nandito din naman siya sa, when you go back to Polygon technology, Polygon technology. So yun yung bridge na tinutukoy din dun. Well, yung napanood ko kasing video is luma na, and siguro kakasimula pa rin ng Polygon nun. So I suggest pa rin, maganda mag-direct na tayo dun sa Matic. Kung nasa Matic network naman talaga yung i-handle natin, then dun na lang tayo mag-transfer directly. So once na ma-add kasi yun dito, pwede na tayo mag-transfer. And when you look at the fee, nasa ano lang siya, 1 to 10, 0.1 to 10 Matic lang. So nasa magkano lang yun, let's say, well, 65, so 650 and below, so mas mababa pa. So yun lang guys, that's it for this video. I'm sure we'll have more videos related to Polygon network. I'm super open to share kung meron man ako mga transaction, but for now I don't have any. So at least we have the Polygon mainnet, so ito lang din naman yung wallet natin for that, and we can already use that sa mga games. So ang plan ko dito is para dun sa player mon na tinitingnan ko ngayon, gagamit yun ng Matic tokens, pambili ng PYM tokens, and hopefully mapakita ko rin yung mga transactions na gagawin ko in the future related to that. So guys, that's it for this video. Kung tingin nyo nakatulong sa inyo to, or meron kayong makakilala na kailangan ito, please feel free to share. And then just comment kung ano yung mga questions nyo about it. I'll do my best to respond in every questions and help our community. So that's it. Thank you for watching, and till our next video. Bye.